say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. And the Beavers will kick it away to start. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. USC's offense has the ball first today. Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Try to get it to the edge. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones.
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Parker. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
And they fail to hook up on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do it. It's hard to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Flies it out of the air. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pocket breaking down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Returner brings it out to the 27, and your USC Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught. Still on his feet at the 45. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
The the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Now from inside the red zone. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far this 1st half, they've done just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, man.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Lang. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the... and sending the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And they get him down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Nice move there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Trying to bow his way out. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
Into the secondary on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Fakes to grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Back to pass, it's Lang. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. It's caught. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. To the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start in the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely.
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Trojans. And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Oregon State 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
To throw, it's Lang. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's McGarrigle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Now a fair catch is called for it, made just shy of midfield. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him this time. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice.
There he goes! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep to the right. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
37, Oregon State 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Lang. Oh, they're after him. Makes a grab right down the middle. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in cover.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David.
Turning it on! He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Right back to the well. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They are on the the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.